Hey everybody, it's Nico with the final thought load for 2022, at least my final thought load for this year. And I thought it was a good idea to remind everyone about some techniques and things to do whenever you're setting up goals and trying to achieve goals. We've touched on this before many times in the podcast. We did something called a fast start, where you can basically kick off new goals at any point in the year. But for a lot of you, the norm is to sit down after the first of the year and go over some goals. And to make sure that you actually achieve those goals, or at least that you put yourself on the right track, I wanted to go over a few things to keep in the back of your mind whenever you're setting up goals or whenever you're trying to achieve them. First thing is to make sure that all of your goals are written down. Make sure that the top priority goals are something that you review daily. If there is something that you want to achieve, bar none, you have to do this. It's something that you've wanted to do for a long time, and you're tired of putting it off or missing the ability, or missing it, I guess. Make sure you review that goal every single day. Write it down. Write it on your bathroom window. Write it on your review mirror in your car. That's probably a bad idea. Don't do that. But you get what I'm saying. Write it somewhere where you're going to see it every single day and it's reinforced. For goals that are important to you, but not as time sensitive or not something that you need to look at every day, make sure you still review those once every couple weeks or once a month. And then make sure every 2, 3, 4 months, you sit down and review all of your goals and update those and change them as you see fit. One of the biggest things that happens at the start of the year when people do sit down and write down goals is they write it on a piece of paper and then put it away. And what ends up happening is you get on that motion, I guess, into the motion of accomplishing those goals. But then because you're not seeing it daily, you gradually flow back into old habits. And eventually, the goals that you had written down get forgotten. Or you may remember them, but not for a long time. So make sure that they're not only written down, but they're visible. And something else that is extremely important when accomplishing, or extremely important when you're looking to accomplish these goals, is to make sure that you're not only motivated to do so, but that you bring in other people to help you get there. Something that I personally struggle with is just not having other people around to push me. And that's partially my own doing. Fortunately, I'm fairly good at self-motivation, but there's tons of stuff that I've slipped up on. But I've noticed that when I have other people in my life or around me that are always questioning how I'm doing, trying to achieve the same goals as me or similar goals, I am way more likely to keep those goals front of mind and way more likely to actually achieve those goals. And remember that the goals that we write down should be goals that are difficult, but still attainable. We don't want to write down something like save $1. All right, you're going to be done tomorrow. We don't want to write down a goal like eat one good meal this year or cook one meal. Like, come on. You'd be surprised what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. All of us are way more capable than we give ourselves credit for. And that should be reflected in the goals that we set. If you're trying to lose weight and over the past, 5-10 years, you've consistently lost maybe 5, 10, 15 pounds a year, but then you gain it back, your goal should be to lose 20 or 30 pounds and then set up a process to keep it off. If your goal is saving money, and on average you're able to save, let's say $2,000 to $5,000 a year, your goal should be 10,000. And heck, in that scenario, maybe it requires getting a second job. Maybe it requires creating something that you can sell part-time so you can bring in a little extra cash to reach that savings goal. But don't sell yourself short when you're setting these goals. Make sure that they are difficult yet attainable. And the last thing to mention here is make sure the goals resonate with you. Make sure they resonate with the person you wish to become. Because if you're someone that doesn't need to lose weight or is happy with where they're at, then there's no need to have a weight loss goal for your goals. Now, I would hope most of you would have some type of health goal simply to take care of yourself, to live in better health, and to maybe, get a little better in one area or another when it comes to your health. For me, that's stretching, that's flexibility. But also that means meditation for me. Those are goals that I'm going to have coming into 2023, to do those things on a regular basis. Or I should say a more regular basis. So I hope that you've had a productive 2022. I hope that 2023 excites you. And I wish you nothing but the best with all of your goals that you have in mind. And remember to seek help. Remember that there are tons of resources out there that can guide you towards achieving those goals. That's what we're trying to do here at Duel Today. We've talked about goal setting before. Go back and check out some of our ThoughtLoads or our episodes where we talk about it. And then we probably, because we do it in most episodes, we mention other people and other links that you can go to for more information. Remember that you are not alone. That there are always people here to help you. That there's always information out there that you can search for and find to aid you in your journey. And even though times may seem dark, remember that you can be the light. And your light's only going to grow as you achieve your goals and you feel that happiness and success. And afterwards, you'll realize that there was no darkness because we were the light. Guys, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Be sure to give us a follow for more thought loads and episodes as we get into 2023 and beyond. I hope everyone had a wonderful holidays, spending time with family. And I wish you nothing but the best. As always, begin the duel, win the day.